Hey guys, welcome to day one of Vlogmas. Today I'm going over my December budget, going over all the income that we'll receive and all of our expenses that we plan to take in the month of December. This is also my first day of Vlogmas. This is something not new in the YouTube world. And I actually got this idea last year from Amelia Budget when she did her budget Vlogmas style videos, and I wanted to go ahead and jump on that bandwagon, mainly to wipe off all of the dust on my channel and get me motivated in my finances for the new year. And actually, Christmas is my favorite time of the year. I think it's just spending time with family and having a little extra time off. Those are a couple of reasons why I end up enjoying the holiday altogether. And then, of course, giving. I love to give gifts. So that's actually what I'm going to talk about today. I actually have a Christmas tracker I want to share with you guys here pretty soon. I'm really excited about that. But before I jump into that, I'm going to go ahead and go over my December budget. So with this budget, it really looks like any other budget for any other month. I'm actually doing my Christmas shopping separate this time. I usually lump it all together and budget for it in one spreadsheet or one place in one budget, but I'm creating a different budget altogether for my holiday/Christmas spending just to make it easier for us this year. And I'll see how it works. So up on the screen is my spreadsheet that I use to not only do my budget, but to also track my expenses. What we're going to be looking at today is on the left side where my actual budget is. So zooming in, I'm going to start with my income. So the first line item is our income, and we are budgeting to receive $6,246.58. This is actually on the low end because I do know that we will get some bonuses and whatnot. But again, I want to budget for those separately, and I just want to work with the bare minimum that we'll get for our expenses this month. The second line item is my student loan savings. I pull each month from my savings account to my checking account to pay for my student loan. I just pay the minimum amount right now since I do have 100% of it saved up. It's about $8,000. And I have recently, I say recently, it's been months now since I applied for the public loan service forgiveness, and I'm still waiting to hear back from that. I don't know. I'm not really holding my breath, so that's why I'm just going to hold on to the money until I find out what's going to happen to my account or whatever. And then whenever I find out or get the results, then I'll just go from there. So in total, hitting our checking account is for sure $6,347.58, and that's what we're going to budget with today. So scrolling down to my expenses, the first expenses that I go over are my fixed expenses. These are my main bills that don't really change from month to month. So I know what they're going to be before the month even starts. The first one is my mortgage. That's $2,600. It's actually a little bit less, but I pay a little bit more just to make it an even number and to pay a little bit more on principal. Next is my van payment, and that is $465 a month. Next is water. That's $75 is what I'm budgeting. I usually get the bill by now, but I haven't got the bill for my water or my electric, so I don't really know exactly the number, but I think it's going to be around this much. My Apple, I'm going to budget $10 for that one. It's my Apple storage for my cell phone. Next is our internet at the house, and that's $65.55. Somebody made a comment that this was actually really inexpensive. It has gone up in the last couple of years. It used to be $54 for the longest time. And so now it's $10 more. I haven't really noticed a difference in our service. So I guess that's good because I call AT&T all the time. I say all the time, but at least once a year to see what promotions they have going on. Because the area that I did live in, we would get promotions to switch our service all the time. And they were actually really great deals and really reputable companies. And so that's why another reason why I would call too. And they would always offer me a cheaper rate. This is our rate right now. Next is electric. I'm going to budget $197 for that. This is actually what it was last month, but maybe I don't think we really used it that much. So I'm just going to keep it at $197. Cell phone is $98. I'm going to budget. 403B is $94. Life insurance for just myself is $30. Trash $27, and Chewy subscription for our dog food is $63. So that is all of our fixed expenses. Next is our variable expenses. These are the ones that do change from week to week depending on what we need. And these are also the expenses that I do my weekly check-ins on this channel to make sure that we're not going over in these categories. And these are the ones, if we're going to go over in our budget, this is where we're going to go over. So the first one is food. I do grocery shopping and dining out all together, and I budget $1,100 for that. We do eat a lot at home. I think if we ate more out, this number would be more like $1,500, honestly, because it's so expensive to eat out for our entire family. So that's why we're able to keep it low. And my husband, he does go out to eat maybe once or twice a week for work, but that comes out of his spending money that I don't account for. For gas for my car, I'm budgeting $2.25. I shouldn't need it that much because I won't be going to work the last 2 weeks of the month. And during that time while I'm at home, I don't really drive that much. So that should work for this month. For household, I'm budgeting $100. I actually bumped it up just in case with the holidays and everything, just because we're going to be home more. Next is miscellaneous. I'm going to keep this at 100. Pups, I'm budgeting 40. And this is on top of their dog food, so I might get them some treats or some bones for Christmas. For kids, I'm budgeting 200. For beauty, I'm budgeting 60. I don't foresee me needing anything just because in the month of November, I did buy some beauty products. So unless I find something I really want, I'm probably not going to spend that much from this one. Medical, I'm budgeting 60. Fun, I did up it, the fun for this month. Since we're going to be off for school, we may get bored and want to do things for fun, go out to a movie or whatever that may be. So I'm budgeting 100 there. Gifts, this is not Christmas. This is just mainly for birthdays because we do have a lot of birthdays in the month of December. It's my husband, my brother, and my mother-in-law that I could think of off the top of my head that all have Christmas or that all have birthdays in the month of December. So that's what that money's for. And then maybe even the kids' classmates and stuff like that. And then lastly is personal spending. This was $60 last month. I did up it to $100 just because during the holiday season, I also like to buy things for myself. I don't usually buy a whole lot of stuff for myself. I never really gave myself spending money until just a few months ago. But whenever I do tend to spend on myself, it's usually during the holidays. I don't know why. Probably because retailers are marketing to us more, and also because there's more sales this time of year too. So it's probably a mix of both. Next is my savings. I'm budgeting $240 to go to savings this month or to my sinking funds. And if I need some more for Christmas, which I probably will, I'll probably add all of this to Christmas, or maybe not all of it, but most of it, because last time I didn't add it all to my Christmas binder. I added it to all my sinking funds altogether, including Christmas. I've been really good about any side hustles or any extra money that we make, I put it toward Christmas and not toward our other sinking funds. That was my problem before, is anytime I would have extra money, I wouldn't allocate it toward different sinking funds. I would just throw it all at one big major goal that we had and leaving the other, goals or little things that came up just high and dry. And I didn't save anything for that. So I'm trying to get better at this. And then lastly is my debt payment. Again, I mentioned that I transfer that payment from my savings account to my checking account to pay for this debt right here. Technically, I could put my house here or my mortgage here, and I could put my van payment here, but I just put it up in the bills because I know I'm going to be paying those for a minute. Now, once I start getting serious about paying my van off, I might add it to this category, but it doesn't really matter. I just separate them like this because sometimes it's easier to differentiate what is debt and what is a bill versus a variable expense. But altogether, my fixed expenses came to $3,724.55. My variable expenses this month is $2,285 is what I'm budgeting. For savings, $240. For debt, $101. So my total expenses, and I thought I did add a line item here in my new budget sheet where it said my income right here. That way I could see my income altogether. Actually, I can go ahead and add that really fast. Let me change that. Just give me a second. Let me add that. Okay, there, I added that. That way I could see my income and not have to scroll all the way back up every single time. So my income for the month of December is budgeted amount is $6,347.58. All my expenses all together are $6,350.55. So I'm technically negative 297, which I could take $3 out of our sinking funds or even like my personal money, for example. So like 237. So that'll leave us with 3 cents. So yeah, anytime it's like anything in the cents, I just consider a zero-based budget because it's not like I have nothing, no buffer, nothing in my checking account. I still have money in my checking account, so I'm not going to go negative or anything like that. I do try to keep at least a month's worth of not income, but of expenses And our checking account, I think it's getting on the low end right now. I need to double check that just because I've been opening some new checking accounts to get the checking account bonus. So that's going on the back end. So money's kind of everywhere right now, but that is a story for a different day. So I'll go over my seeking funds, where we're at, in another video. I need to update that from the end of last month. So going over my charts and my breakdown of everything. Out of our income, or 50% of our income is going to our fixed expenses, 29, almost 30% of our income is going to variable, 18% to savings, and 1.9% to debt. So not bad, pretty good. And again, this is without any extra income or bonuses. This is the bare minimum. So going over my goals. So my first goal this month is to do Vlogmas. I do realize it's December 1st and I'm doing the first video now, and then it's my December budget with me. But I do have a plan on getting videos out every single day for the next 24 or 23 days at this point. It's definitely a challenge for me because I had trouble getting 1 or 2 videos out a week before. So I don't know. I am seeing it as a challenge. And I've been talking about some of my monthly goals and how I feel like some of them aren't challenging enough and some of them are too easy. And I'm not even hitting the really easy ones. So maybe I do need to challenge myself more. And even if I don't get every single video out every single day, it's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. It's just kind of a fun challenge for me. And even if I do half of the videos, which I don't think I'll do half, I think I'll do more. Even if I just do only half of the videos, then it's still progress from the previous month, if that makes sense. And maybe I wasn't hitting those goals before because I was making them too easy. So I wasn't really motivated to do them. This one I'm actually really motivated to do. It's been something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I do want to make more content. But yeah, so with that being said, I'm super excited about Vlogmas. Next is finish my Christmas savings challenges. I still have some saving challenges I need to finish, and it's already the 1st of December. So I want to make sure I get those done ASAP because Christmas is almost here. I feel like by the time it hits December, it's already Christmas, and you might as well just have your presents already ready. Especially like I'm a teacher, so we get out of school a little bit early, not that much early, but we do get out of school a little bit early as far as like Christmas break. So a lot of our Christmas parties and Christmas celebrations happen at the beginning of December. So those are just things that I need to think about and start getting ready for. And then the third goal is to make time for myself. This is a goal that I've been trying to do for many, many months. The transition between going from 1 baby to 2 babies. And we do have older girls, but they're not with us 100% of the time. But that transition for me in such a short period of time has been hard because a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old they're very demanding. They need my attention all the time. So I'm going to try to make time for myself as much as I can this month because I really think that'll help my mindset and keep me motivated to do some of these bigger tasks that I want to do. And then lastly is video my Christmas budget. This kind of goes with my Vlogmas, but I really need to get my Christmas budget out there. Not really just to video it, but mainly just to do it. And again, I said this at the beginning, or I mentioned it at the beginning of the video, is I created a tracker, a Christmas tracker, to track all of our expenses for Christmas. The biggest thing is my side of the family, we just have to buy for the kids and that's it. Like that's easy. You don't have to buy for the adults. And when we do have our Christmas party, you bring one gift and that's for White Elephant or whatever that game is called. I always forget the name of it. So we do that. That's all we buy for. So Christmas is very easy on my side of the family. On my husband's side of the family, on the other hand, he does have a bigger family, and everybody buys a gift for every single person, and sometimes even multiple gifts. So it is very overwhelming for me personally to buy that many gifts. I do love buying gifts, and I do love gifting people things, but yes, it is very overwhelming because maybe I just think too much about it, and I'm trying to be too thoughtful with the gifts, and maybe I should just, I don't know, do something quick and easy because that's what my husband does. I don't know. That's just not how I buy gifts. I just don't go to the store and grab a gift card and go. Like I actually put thought into my gifts. Let me know in the comments down below. What is your thought process whenever you buy people gifts? Do you put a lot of time and effort into it? Do you make it meaningful? Or are you more like grab and go and quick and easy? Let me know in the comments below how you do gifts for your family. So yeah, that is my December budget. I will be posting videos every day or almost every day in the next few weeks. Some of them will be my weekly check-ins and going over my expenses, and then some will be more how-to videos or how to track things or how to create a spreadsheet, stuff like that, and things that impacted me along my financial journey. I hope you guys can find one of my videos useful this month, as I know I watched so many of your videos and it has already taught me so much. So I'm hoping to do the same. Hope you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.